You're tuning to Floridian Rollo. What's going on, everybody? You see the title of the video. It's getting messy, folks. That's right. It's getting very, very messy on social media. It's a lot of things going on social media. And we're not even in the month of August. And it's a lot of things happening on social media. It is getting very messy. Some of the things I talked about is coming to fruition. And also, there's some other stuff going on. And remember, I talked about there are people who is dealing with a lot right now in particular states. And it's showing on a content, it's showing in particular. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting very messy. And when you look at the chat is at odd. Even the moderators is at odd of what's going on. They have no clue what's going on, or they trying to be oblivious as to what's going on. It's going to get so messy. Unfortunately, wrenches will be taken away. I could see people, coming in the chat thinking that they are moderators. They're no longer going to be moderators. Do not mention the names of the channels. You will be blocked. Now, if you want to get my attention, you know how to get my attention. Okay? Let's be respectful in the chat. Let's be very respectful in the chat. Do not name drop in here. Do not name drop in here. You will be blocked. Now, if you support the Cash App and the Super Chat, that's different. So I could see particular channels watching certain moderators or certain people in the chat going into particular individuals' chats, and particular individuals on the other side going into particular individual chat. So people are going to be very shocked very soon that they wrenches will be removed. They no longer could participate in the channel. And potentially some of their bigger supporters may pull back a little bit of supporting the channel. You're going to see a demise such as never before on the internet. Why? Because of the simple fact that when you say stuff that you know it's not true, and then it comes back to your cylinder, it's not a good look, business-wise. And I said this before. People ain't gonna talk to you if you ain't got the money coming in. I said this. Listen, for those who mod, for those who in the chat in different particular places, you're gonna see majority of the content creators pulling your wrenches because you're not supporting the way they expect you to support. And then they're not going to recognize you in the chat. They're not going to talk to you in the chat. So you're going to start wondering what's going on. Why my wrench taken away? Why is I no longer in the chat? Why I can't speak my usual? Because they're watching you going to other places, saying certain things. And certain people don't get along with each other. And so what happens is when they see other particular people get support and they're not getting support, guess what? They're going to look at you sideways. Like, you over there making sure they're good. What about me? So it's not going to be really about the message for the most part. It's going to get messy. It's going to get messy on YouTube. You're going to come right back to this video. and you're gonna remember what I say, and then you're gonna send a comment, and I have to approve your comment. Yes, I'm approving comments for this one. I'm approving comments for this one because I know it's gonna be buck wild in the comment section. So I say ahead of time, let me approve the comments. I'll approve what I want to approve. If you don't come in the chat and talk, it is what it is. You want to be in the clouds, cool. You're gonna use your burn account and come in the comment section. No, no, no. I will approve the comments. You have an issue with that, it is what it is. And the reason why I know this to be the case is because I'm paying attention. They're tired of you. The only time they recognize you is if you support. If you don't support, you're not going to get recognized. No matter how many times you like the video, how many times you share the video, no matter how many times you be in the comment section listening to whatever they're talking about, I'm telling you right now, they're going to go the KS route. They're going to go the KS route because KS only recognized those who supported. That's who he chose to deal with. If you was just a regular person in the comment section, you talk your talk, you ain't getting recognized. A lot of people are using the KS route and you don't even see it. A lot of these content creators is using the KS route. They talk their talk. They only acknowledge certain people. And if they see those people are persistent and consistent, they may talk to them. And you wondering why they're not talking to you. Because you're not doing the things I'm talking about. So when I do it, it's an issue. Yet you've seen other content creators doing it even on a higher scale. You remember it used to be a few months ago, you would see more interaction with people in the chat. If you notice when you watch, people are not interacting with you as much. You might say something important. You might say something that resonate with the title of the video, and then all of a sudden, people ain't saying nothing to you. It's going to get to that point. People are going in that direction, that KS blueprint, because he was not the only one. There was a lady content creator that did this too. What's her name? Yvette Carnell. Yvette Carnell did that when she was doing the ADOS thing. When she did the ADOS thing, she didn't say nothing. It was people supporting. She recognized some of them and gave them a wrench, talked with them behind the scenes. Many people came in the comments, she didn't recognize it. So when you wondering, hey, support, I'm watching that support, which is true. It is support. The thing is, most of these content creators is looking at you ain't supporting cash. You're not hitting the super chat. Why should I say hello to you? Why should I say hi to you? Them days are coming to a close. And then in most cases, certain YouTubers play music for a certain amount of time to get that cash app coming in. It was frowned upon. Excuse me. It was frowned upon when you play music for a certain amount of time and people wanted to hear the message. So you're seeing that now, and some of them is getting support. It depends on what they're talking about. They're getting support. And so, hey, it's going to get messy. You're going to be like, man, I always come in the chat, say what's up, what's going on, you know. I patronize that way, which is cool. I'm just telling you how it's going to go down for the most part. You know? And so, if you're not a recognizable person, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Now, if you do want me to say the names, y'all have to support. I'm not going to say the names until you support. when I see that thing ringing, then we could talk. Then I could let you know what's up. Now, Debo said the pressure is getting real. Yeah, the pressure is getting real, Debo. It's because of what's going on, and more to it than that, it's in the month of August. This is the time where the most support come in, because September, October, November, it don't be too much people on the internet. They go back to work. They got to attend to the children. They too busy. So you won't see too much people usually on the internet. You have to pick your paws to catch the people at the right time for them to support. You see how I dropped off when I say I'm not going to mention names, because people want me to mention names, and I won't mention names because I won't mention names who I'm talking about and what's going on. They drop off. Because those are the people that I might be talking about. More unlikely. It's possible. And so I ain't going to be too long. Y'all know the routine. And all I could tell you is that the reason why it could get messy is because of the people, how they moving and how the content creator look at it. Because if they get more support and they're supposed to get support and they're not getting the support that they used to get, it's going to be a confrontation sooner or later. When? Within a month, within 2 months, could be sooner. So that's practically about it. That's practically about it when it comes to this content. I mean, everybody's busy right now. It's a nice day, to be out, take care of your business and everything. I just expect certain content creators to remove wrenches, to not pay attention to the comment section as much. And people going to wake up and wondering what happened to their wrench. What happened to their wrench? They're going to be like, what's going on? And they're going to act like they don't know what's going on when they know what's going on because of the way you move. The way you move could determine if you're going to have your wrench or not in this day of time. And so certain YouTubers have a lot of wrenches, give out a lot of wrenches, and then as soon as they see there's no consistent support, they pull the wrench. It has been done many times. I have done it. I have removed a lot of wrenches as of late. 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, I removed a lot of wrenches. And so in order for you to get a wrench, you have to be consistent. You have to be a supporter. And you know how to take care of business. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I've seen people support and still get blocked. They could ask a particular question, still take the money and get blocked, Still get blocked. It's crazy. So, it's only a few or particular people that's speaking the word of the Most High. At the same time, the way things are going on economically, people are willing to do anything for money. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They want that money now. They don't want it next year. They want that money now. They want that investment now. It's crazy. It's like the audience has switched. I don't know what to tell you. Like, the audience has switched, y'all, for a lot of people. You remember you had your regulars, you had your decent support here and there. They switch. People switch out. Went elsewhere. Your consistent supporters here and there. It's only maybe in this side of YouTube, maybe one or two content creators that can get that, if that. Me personally, I ain't surprised about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't surprised at all. And my thing to this particular YouTuber, DJ Kuda, man, dude, how you expect your audience to support you worrying about other men? And one in particular, you know, who's pulling out receipts about what you're saying on your own live stream. I would just leave that man alone, let him be. Because I may not have as much people watch me as watch you right now currently. It's all well and good because to me, I don't stay on no 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? 12 hours. Dude, you gotta do something different, man. You hurting yourself with your content. See, me personally, I wouldn't go back and forth with any of these other content creators like that. You ain't getting no support for that. You know, I don't know how they're not telling you to move on. Let other particular content creators that you don't rock with, you don't deal with no more. Man, because it's looking bad, man. You was once up there and you falling off big time. I wouldn't even worry about what they say. Focus on what you gotta do. Cause you putting it out there, man. I'm like, Dad, dude, you getting more messier on YouTube. These guys are surpassing you, man. The guys that you work with and dealt with, they surpassing you. They're not they're not starving or whatever. So that's something you have to look into. This is like any YouTuber, man. You get into what you gonna call it, beef. Not only it's only a few content creators that could make money doing beef, and that still mess with their psyche. They could make money doing beef videos, yet in order to get their mind clear, it may take a few days. You know, so I would just say, hey, try not to get messy on here. It's not worth it. However, it's gonna get messy for a lot of commenters, a lot of people in the chat, because you just say something in the chat doesn't mean the content creator is gonna acknowledge you. Them days are over for the most part. They acknowledge who they want to acknowledge, even with the super chat. If they want to acknowledge you, they will acknowledge you. If not, you can't say nothing about it. Because we're in a different time frame. You're the ones who make the people. You the listener is the ones who's gonna make or break people's channels. And I use Kuda as an example because he's not getting support like that on his channel. Respectfully, you talk about the same thing every day. Of course, you ain't gonna get no support. Talk about something different and get a better audience. If that audience you have ain't no good, pivot, talk about other things, and stop worrying about what and certain other people. Try to get your monetization back and see what happens. I don't know what else to say. Me personally, I'm not getting into messy situations. I'm just reporting the news. I'm reporting on what's going on in this space. And I only mention your name because you're the one who's going through the worst of it, of everybody. Just because I don't get support like that all the time doesn't mean I'm going to lose my effing mind because people don't support me all the time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, you're gonna say, well, you get monetization. Yeah, I get monetized. I get what I'm supposed to get monetized. I'm not gonna worry about that. You just have to change your audience, change your pivot. Pivot. It's best to pivot. Get out of that 2018, 2017 stuff. And so certain content creators still hold on to the past. That's why they're not growing. I know my channel's going to grow because I've been pivoting. I'm just reporting this because it's just the news. However, I've been pivot. If you think about it, I ain't talking about what I used to talk about for the most part. I pivot. I figure out what I need to talk about and what will make views and money and stuff like that. And I barely go on live a lot. And even if I do go live, it's only 30 minutes. I don't stay on long. You ain't catching me stay on long 4 or 5 hours. And if I was to stay on 4 or 5 hours, you best to believe I'm going to get a lot of support. I tell you that. I ain't staying on no 4 or 5 hours for free for nobody. So that's why I do my 30 minutes. If people want to extend the show, they know what they have to do. I ain't got to tell them what to do. They want a longer 30-minute show. They extend it. They know how to extend it. If not, they got 30 minutes. I'll go about my business. Because doing 2, 3, 4 hours, I'll get more views and a few more dollars on monetization. However, I'm not staying on 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. There's certain people that could do that. Let them do that. Me, I'm good. I can report many things. And so for those liking the video, appreciate it. Those watching, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. I just mentioned one channel because I just see that person should just move on. Get out of that messy stuff. Like personally, if I was in his channel and I was tuning into his show, I say, yo, get off that mess. Is it bringing you money? No. So why are you talking about it? That other person could be making money, or other individuals could be making money. You ain't making a dime off what you're saying about them. That's crazy. There's people out here literally talking about things and making a dime out of it. Wasting time being on here and not making anything. So that's about it. Got a lot of people watching. I've been having that lady. It is what it is. Well, we wanna see him complain. You ain't gonna catch me complaining. I already know what type of people I deal with. I'm good. It is what it is. That's why I say I'm pivoting. And when I get those things out, it will be an audience of audience. It is what it is. I will say, if you come into YouTube, separate yourself from particular stuff, get you a core audience, and you'll get the real support. You ain't got to worry about support or views or likes or shares and comments. You will have that audience because that's the audience I'm getting. Staying away from messy content creators because they ain't going to bring you no information you need to hear, number one. And number two, they're not putting people on to do better. So shout out to those doing their thing. Shout out to y'all. Stay away from messy YouTube. Y'all like, share, comment. I will approve the comments. And I'm going to say this. Thank you for tuning in. Information is pinned to the top in this video. If you do send something, I will say thank you. VI reply. Send you an emoji. With that said, I'm going to get on out of here. Y'all take it easy and peace.